Alright, let's get this show on the road because I actually want to finish Anger March today. So, let me boot it up real quick. We can, get this popping. Because I think we're making good progress. Like I said, it should only take us maybe 5 streams if I do 2 levels a stream. Maybe not even. So, I guess once we get to 70 on, I guess, both the Paladin and my... hold on, let's see if it comes up. Okay. Once we get to like 70, we could just go fuck around, play other classes, I guess, and just whatever happens, happens. I'm cool with that. All right. Kill the noise. All right. Why is there no sound? Okay. Sometimes I feel like this game boots and there's no sound, so we'll just hearth out, and we could go back to Hellfire. Yeah, there's no sound when I click out. That's fine. I interrupted it as it finished. Because I want to untarget it. We'll finish it up for sure this time. We have to go do a couple of quests. I actually failed that stupid Ghostlands escort quest. There's a whole tavern of fucking Dark Death Knights. That's ridiculous. Alright, let's begin. What was I doing last time? I guess we go back to Spinebreaker Post. Or we could do stuff... You know what? Yeah, I'd like to do Spinebreaker's Post. We could just get that done and out the way. You have to pick up a whole bunch of nonsense. And then afterwards, we could go run around and do things to the north. Most of the northern Hellfire Peninsula missions are, I'd say, fairly straightforward, right? Yeah. We also have to do at the foot of the Citadel. I don't think I could do... as whatever the Cruel's intentions. I think that one might just be a little too high level. I feel like that's a little high level, a little bit high of an ask. Other than that, I think most of it's pretty fair. I think we can more or less blaze through a lot of it. What is Demonic Essence? Oh, this one's so terrible. Everyone kills the Illidari Masters. There's only like 5 or 6 of them that spawn at any given time. It's actually like a real bottleneck. Because what unfortunately happens is that things get bottlenecked so hard, and you only have one instance of Hellfire on this server. And this is just one server alone, by the way. That is highly unfortunate, honestly. Alright. Unfortunately, the Zeppelin debris is very straightforward. I kind of wish you could collect it at the same time that you're running around to, like, pick up all the other stuff, pick up the salves and the leaves, but you know how it is. They're very old school in that regard. They give you no mercy for that. Is this even worth it if we only have one? I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think Death and Decay is rarely worth it. Maybe if you have like a bunch of enemies near you. As like cool of a move as it is, it's kind of like, why use it, you know? Okay. How much gold did I spend to learn abilities last time? Was it like, I think it was like 20 or 30. It is a little rough, I won't lie to you. What does Obliterate do? Okay. Consumes the diseases. Okay, so you use it when your diseases are about to expire. Gotcha. I gotcha. Or when they're about to die. I guess whichever comes first. I can't skin. I forgot. It's like such a second-hand reflex. Because I basically almost always take skinning. You just get like a fuck ton of money for doing skinning regardless. So it's like one of the most worthwhile professions you could possibly do. Just because it just, you make a ton of money from it. Yeah, it's bad habit. And I've been doing that since Classic. I was like, why wouldn't I take skinning? If the majority of the monsters that you can kill are skinnable, you might as well take skinning if you're just going to make money. Unless you really care about, what you're doing in particular, right? Okay, I should have obliterated. I have to remember I have it now. I was leveling my priest today, actually. I actually got like a bunch of levels, so that's pretty good. It's just you got to get past that like Hillsbrad, Arathi, Highlands, you know, like phase pretty much. Like if you could do that, you're set. You're good to go. It's just that those that like the low 20s maybe aren't too terrible if you're in Kalimdor. It's pretty straightforward, but the high 20s into like the 30s are just really slow. Like there's not really a lot of ways around it. Okay. Oh, we also need to kill these guys. You can murder the shit out of these vultures like really easily. Eventually, I'm going to get really efficient at this. Let me bring this up. Eventually, I'm going to get really efficient at gathering this, or doing these quests, because you're going to have to do them, right? Like, it's not like Modern WoW, where you can, like, do multiple things. I just find that doing the expansions as, like, your only level experience is, like, really, I don't want to say lame, it just feels empty, you know? It might just be me, but I feel like, oh, is that Night Elf? Yeah, you can tell by the way they stand. Just feels very empty. I don't know. I don't have it, man. The cooldown on this is a lot longer than I remember. This quest definitely does not have anywhere near a decent drop rate. That's like the most unfortunate part of it. I have it, right? Yeah, True Flight Arrows, Bone Stripper Tail Feathers, yep. I wonder what the Alliance version of this quest is, if it's something just as annoying. This one in particular is like really dreadful. If we don't get a ton, we can get some later on. There's actually a place up towards the north that we could just like grab some really quickly if we really absolutely need to. So if that's the case, it's no problem. I'd rather get the Zeppelin quest out the way so I don't have to come back over here. That's probably like one of the last, what is Need of Fell Blood? Yeah, Terror Fiends, okay. That's like one of the last quests we have to do in this area. And then after that we can move on. So that's why I'd be glad to just get it over and done with. Yeah, I think druids get their flight form at 65 now. Okay, working with that. Any chance there's some stuff flying around here? If we're lucky. Yeah, this quest has a pretty dreadful fucking drop rate, I won't lie to you. As you can see, this is not a quest that you complete in a hurry. Yo, Epicurus, thank you for stopping by, man. Hope you had a good day. Hope things are popping off for you and going well. We're gonna do double Fire Emblem tomorrow. Honestly, that's actually gonna be pretty fun because I haven't played it. Can you get it from these guys? Does it have to be someone else? No. I mean, you could get it from these guys. I'm pretty sure. I just think I'm getting really dreadful drop rates, right? Because these are bones. I don't know. Maybe it's bone something vultures. I don't know. I could have sworn you could get it from these guys. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm like wasting my time. Oops, I did not mean to do that. for this. 1 Frost, 1 Unholy. So it basically shares the same requirements as Death Strike. Alright, we'll move on. We'll try another area, I guess. Alright. Let's just go to the north, because I know you could get it in the north. Oh no, we have to turn this in first, and then that way we can actually leave this area for good. And that way we can just move on from there. That really does kind of suck. I feel like maybe it's like a different enemy. Maybe it is. Yeah, Bone Stripper Vultures. I guess they're different from Bone Stripper Buzzards. I guess that's probably what it is. They're similar looking, but they're either differently named or just outright look different. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It could be either or, honestly. Wait, these guys are neutral? I guess they are. Okay. Alright. I'll take that. Better armor, 31 stamina, and only 20. Yeah, fuck it. It's fine, as usual. Am I in the fire? Yes. Good lord. Smooth as butter, buzzard wings. Okay. I think for this we have to go down here, right? Yeah. Somehow you're supposed to do the warp... If you want to do the warp fields once, you have to, like, legitimately wait. I never understood that. I'd rather just get it done, because you have to go out to do Von Galaxis. Or what was it? Baron Galaxis. I'm just like, this seems like a waste of time. So you're supposed to wait. There you go. Man, that shit is on such a long cooldown. Yep. You have to wait for this big thing to touch them, because it makes them actually drop the item you need. I wonder if it can stretch all the way out here. I wonder if I could hit them and pull them towards it, if that counts as well. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Guess we'll see. I don't know. I feel like this is the only one over here. Right? Let's see. I don't think I've ever done this. Oh, great. I mean, this could work out. Here we go. Yeah, look how far away that one is. I legitimately think it's on, like, the other side of the wall. And they're giving it to me. Did they just spawn, like, 3? They spawned 4. I guess because there's just genuinely not enough. I mean, they have to call them Voidwalkers for some reason, right? What the hell is this? Yeah, I think it just randomly tethers any of the Voidwalkers just roaming around. They don't have to be, like, super close to it, because these guys spread the fuck out. Like, they're nowhere close anymore. But I feel like it'll grab 1 or 2 of them, right? It has to. That's not the perfect ones. I'll have to move a little bit. Alright. wonder if I could grab this. You need 10? Okay, I thought you needed, like, only 5. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's one of those slow quests because you have to wait for it to actually shoot out the lasers. What? It actually kind of scared me for a second. Damn, it looked like it shot the laser at the camera. See, they die so quickly, I don't really get to obliterate. Like, if I don't use it, like, I kind of just don't get to. Like, that hard straight right there kind of takes it away a little bit. Like, right there. It just leaves him at 9. I mean, that's not terrible. I'm telling you, having self-healing that's not based off of any actual, like, resource is, like, really good. And specifically in, like, this version of World of Warcraft, like, it's really good. Because I know rogues get, like, a potion or something that they could chug in, like, retail. But, I mean, it's not the same. I guess, for lack of a better way of saying it. Like, it just, it feels weaker. Obviously, they rebalanced it. I just think Death Knights are just really particularly good. And then later on, they get way better. Or, you know, maybe things get better and catch up a little bit. But for now, they are pretty strong. Hey, Ash, welcome to the stream. Oh, shit, it's this guy? Oh, why did I do that? Okay, well, I was gonna die. Dude, now I'm getting Motes of Shadow. What is this? I'm watching... Oh, Thor, Love and Thunder? Oh, okay. Never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen a Thor movie, if I'm being honest. I think... I probably have watched only maybe like 6 actual movies from the MCU. I think it was what, Iron Man 2, trying to think of what else. Dude, now I'm not getting it. This is why I get frustrated with quests sometimes. It's like you'll get half of what you need on every pull, every kill. And then immediately following it, you won't get shit. Excellent. Excellent. Oh shit, you have to place it. I thought it was right underneath. Might be a little bit used to Final Fantasy now, automatically placing that for you. Okay. Or maybe they don't have to be zapped. Maybe they don't, actually. Maybe I'm misremembering that. I feel like they do, though. Oh, I guess not. Okay. I was wrong. They do not have to be hit with the laser. I think the laser just makes them bigger. Maybe makes them stronger. So he stir fry just found out. This is the Heart of Zodiac low mount. Yeah. So you're like halfway done with the patch story, basically. Like you're actually getting somewhere. Well, I keep doing that. I don't know why. I forget that it removes it. Okay. Yeah, you don't. They don't have to get zapped. Never mind. I was wrong about that. I feel like that was the case. Maybe I've always been wrong about it. I don't know. Because I could have been butchering the shit out of them way faster. I could have just dropped Death and Decay right under them. It sucks. They removed all the dot classes out of WoW, out of 14, besides Bard and, I guess, Paladin. I really hate that they did that. I much prefer it when that wasn't the case. Neither of these are really good. Both of those are kind of trash a little bit. Okay. I mean, I guess we could just... You know what, let's go back to Spinebreaker. It's probably faster, and we have to traverse less. And then I guess we could go north, or we could go do the bird stuff on the in the east. I'm sorry, in the west. I don't know. I guess maybe we'll do let's do Falcon Watch stuff. I mean, hey, you went from watching all those Endwalker streams and having zero context to knowing everything that's happening in like full-fledged story progress. But yeah, basically like with any game like this, right? Even like Destiny raids back in the day where they did... Destiny raids are extra fucked up because they literally explain nothing. Like, in this game, right? Like, if you have a debuff or if you have a buff, even in 14, right? Like, if you just want to learn what the buff does, 90% of the time, you can just, like, mouse over it, right? And it'll tell you everything you need. Now, sometimes 14 is cryptic about it. Rarely, they're very cryptic about it. Here we go, let's fly. Rarely 14 is very cryptic about, you know, just what you can and can't do. Actually, dude, let's do these missions up here, actually. That's a lie. I just lied. We'll actually stop there. But yeah, like, a lot of times, like, there's videos out for all these fights. I mean, usually they're pretty in-depth. They're pretty good. Maybe extreme trials are usually pretty easy, for all things considered. Savage is the one that's actually the stuff where, like, things are kind of cryptic. You need to just kind of learn and mess around and fuck around and find out. So that's what I've been doing for the most part. Is I've been doing Savage since 4.1. I want to say I used to raid with Surgster, and we did a little bit of Delta. No, I did a little bit of Creator. That's a lie. I did some Creator. I only got up to like A11, and then I was just like, whatever. I was like, you know what? Because I didn't want to drag him down with Prague. Like, I knew what my skill limit was back then. And then, so I was just cool with it, because it's like, listen, I know the extent of that I can do stuff. I don't want to hold him back, and I'll get around to it eventually. And that eventually came in Stormblood. I did a little bit of Delta. I beat Hallie a little bit. But at the time, I just wasn't willing to put in, well, the time to learn how to do, what's it called? Neo X Death. So, like, the vast majority of it is just learning how to map your rotation to fight mechanics. That and obviously that's way harder than just, like, you know, it's easy to couch quarterback it and say, oh, that's so easy. But, like, realistically speaking, that is how 14 plays. Like, you're basically trying to figure out how I have this rotation, how can I perform it optimally while doing a fight? And while doing all the weird, like, mechanics a fight has. And most fights are like maybe 10 minutes-ish, give or take. Some are 8, some are longer. Rarely will you find a non-ultimate fight that's longer than 10 minutes. Like, that's usually maybe... They're usually good about making fights like be like 10 or 11 minutes long. That's about it. What's nice is that you could solo Alexander. Maybe not like Brute Justice or some of the other ones. But you could solo like A6, I soloed A2. There were some easy to solo ones out there, so I just did it. I was like, fuck it. I want the glamour from A6. I was like, do I need to get a party together? And the answer was no. I could just do it by myself, so I did. I know the mechanics, so I know exactly what to do. Because the thing about A6 is that if you die, you have to start over. You have to literally start over from the first fight. Yo, Soren, what's up? That movie just put in Helgoland? What? What movie? I like how they say souls reaped. I'm confused. But I'm also doing pretty well, I guess. Yeah, you want to obliterate when they're about to die, so that way the diseases aren't just ticking and fall off. So that's like, what, 1 heart strike? Yeah, give or take. Whoops. I yanked him out of his sleep. Dude. It's a fucking comedy, this class. Did he dodge it? Yes, he did. And we can use Icebound Fortitude on some of the higher level stuff. I mean, obviously, it's always easier just to ask and see if there's somebody around. As much as I like to solo stuff, you know. Sometimes it is nice to actually have some people just, you know, for backup. Because even with, like, 2 people, like, you basically start to murder stuff way too fast in this game. Maybe Blood Boil isn't worth it on single target. I don't think so. Yeah. It's not worth it on single target. It's worth it on multi-target to use Heart Strike and Blood Boil. It just feels so right, you know? Thor Love and Thunder used Germany's... Oh, okay. Alright, my bad. I didn't see the movie, so I don't know anything about it at all. I just know that Thor's fat, and, like, Chris Hemsworth, like, basically got more or less pressured into doing, like, some amount of nude scene or something. It was weird. It's also kind of fucked up if that's true. But whatever. I mean, it's Hollywood. If it wasn't fucked up, it wouldn't be from Hollywood, so... Oh, no, I moved Chains of Ice. Damn. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't think this increases your damage. I did not mean to do that. I did it again. I mean, I don't watch a lot of movies, if I'm being totally honest with you. Like, most of the movies I watch are, like... I don't even know. I don't watch a lot. Like, I don't know. Just movies aren't my thing. Especially Marvel movies. I just find them boring. I don't like the humor. None of the stuff really vibes with me. So, like, yeah, like I was saying, I've seen maybe, like, Iron Man 2, Avengers, Guardians 1 and 2... and Infinity War, but I fell asleep during Infinity War and Endgame, so I don't really remember. Obviously, I know the memes, but, like, other than that, like, I fell asleep during them. I was like, I'm bored. And so I just, you know, the eyes get heavy, you start to clock out, you start to dream you're somewhere else, and then before you know it, you're asleep. I mean, that's pretty much how it works, right? Man, I have so much shit to do tonight. I barely began watching movies again in 2022, so I'm binge watching so much stuff on Disney Plus. Yeah, my friends were showing me what was on Disney Plus, and they showed it. Like, there's a lot of stuff on it. But, like, I don't know. I'm just not a big Disney fan, so, like, what am I going to watch? Like, I haven't seen, like, half of these Disney movies, like, ever in my life. So, like, people are telling me about Hunchback of Notre Dame, and, what else is it? Like, I think I saw did I see Aladdin? No, I didn't see Aladdin, I don't think. I think I saw, Winnie the Pooh. Obviously, everyone saw Lion King. That's, like, one of the biggest movies ever. I don't think I've ever seen Hercules. And, like, all the stuff from, like, Kingdom Hearts, I haven't really ever seen. So, like, when I play Kingdom Hearts and I'm like, yeah, I never watched the movie for this, I'm not kidding. I've never watched the movie for a lot of them. Like, just ever. Oh, great. Alright, well, this is gonna be fun. But I hate that. Sometimes it's really weird to, like... Oh, we're good. He parried it. You fucker. I need to use more Death Strike. Because Death Strike heals you for a lot. I think the Defenders Saga... Oh, you mean the Netflix shows? Yeah, I've seen the Netflix shows. That was like the only Marvel stuff I actually really liked. Because I liked that it wasn't like super broken heroes. And I liked that they focused a lot on the characters. Because I didn't know about any of these characters before I watched the Defenders. Like that whole series. And by the end of it, I was like actually invested in like all the characters. I was like, wow, this is actually like a really cool series, right? Like, you have characters I actually really liked in it. Did we get enough, I think? Yeah, we did, okay. That was like the only Marvel series I actually watched from like start to finish. Luke Cage, Iron Fist. Jessica Jones is a little weak. It's more of a personal story. I thought it was interesting, but like it didn't have the same appeal as like Luke Cage and Daredevil. Luke Cage was pretty good. They had the guy from Mr. Robot in Luke Cage. That was actually really, really interesting. Mr. Robot is a fucked up, dark show, but it's one of my favorite TV shows. And Rami Malek sold the whole thing. It's so good. Christian Slater, Rami Malek, everyone serves a purpose in that show, and I really love it. Unreliable. I really like things that have unreliable narrators, which is why I like American Psycho and Joker. They're really good because Joker, they kind of explain it. I get why, right? They don't want to leave people too lost, right? So they kind of water it down. But I was okay with it. Like, that was, like, the fairest amount of watering down in a plot that I think I've really enjoyed, you know? So, because I feel like most games or most movies and most shows have to over-explain, like, generally pretty dumb plot points. And I don't really like that about a lot of stuff. But yeah, there haven't been like a ton of TV shows that I've really liked over the years. Not recently. There you go, got his journal. The rest of this is kind of pointless. But basically, Homeboy is having an affair with that one lady. What else do we need to do down here? Oh, I need to do Cannons of Rage. That sucks. Yeah, see this dude gathered up every single terror fiend and murdered them all. There's just not enough terror fiends to go around. That's the unfortunate thing about it, is like people got it down to a science how to kill these things at like light speed. How did you come over here? I'll be taking this guy too. That's how much I'm concerned with these other dudes. And no fell blood. So not only is it something that we can't reliably get, it's also something that has a chance of dropping versus an absolute chance to drop. Oh, he's going to totally steal that from me. There's no way. Yeah, it's really bullshit, unfortunately. Like, everyone is always here. Like, there's no way around it. I cannot get rid of that, unfortunately. That's one of the nice things about Paladin, is you can cleanse, like, everything. You can cleanse everything but curse, I'm pretty sure. You can cleanse magic, you can cleanse poison, you can cleanse disease. But yeah, like, I liked, because I got into it randomly. Like, I wasn't really sure if I'd like it. Someone was like, oh, you should just try it. I was like, sure. It was like the only thing I really enjoyed from the MCU. So I'm glad that they're, like, kind of bringing back at least Daredevil a little bit. because it really felt fucked up that like they had what I thought was like the best shows, and they just are like side shows, right? And you could watch it and not actually really even know what the fuck is going on, which is another thing I really liked about it. Like, you didn't have to, like, obsessively know everything that happened in, like, the movies. Like, you just get a gist of it for the most part, and they're pretty self-contained stories. It's kind of like how I don't really like Final Fantasy VII, but I like Crisis Core. It's like, you don't have to play Final Fantasy VII to like Crisis Core. Sure, it you know, amplifies the experience, but in general, like, you don't have to do that. Wow, that's our first one. Unfortunately, some people are lucky enough to have flying mounts. They could get to them way faster than me. Wow. Cute. Anyway, let me pull this guy as well. Can I pull all three of them? I don't think I should get fucked up too badly. Come on, come on, come on. Dude, dazing is such shit in this game. I fucking hate it, dude. I'm just getting continuously chain dazed over and over and over again. Thank you. Put this shit down. Maybe I might have to do that. Thank you. Wow. Wow. This fucking game. Luke Cage also felt more grounded. Yeah, Luke Cage is not like a story where you have like a whole bunch of dudes. Like, it just was a very simplistic story. It didn't feel too pandery. It felt like it had a really good plot, and that's why I liked it. Mike Coulter did a great job. That's what I mean. That's why I liked it so much better than anything else the MCU had done up to that point. You know, like, it felt natural. It felt like a really good, like, character experiment for a lot of these characters, you know? To take, like, characters that you would only really know if you were, like, a super big fan and give them, like, basically full spotlight was, like, really awesome. Like that's what I mean. Like, it memorably sticks with me. Like, I'll always say I don't care about anything Disney does now for the most part. Like, I'll rant about it, but, like, other than that, like, I don't really watch it. I don't go see the movies. I don't do any of that shit, right? So, it is what it is. Like, they can make a ton of movies. That's why they're making a whole bunch of, like, Star Wars movies, and I just don't care. Because I know it's going to be bad, so why bother? I know they're going to do some shit. So, what does it fucking matter? Like, why get invested? That's what I mean. Like, I don't just watch movies to, like, put funny colors in front of my eyes. Like, I watch them because I want to get invested in the plot. And it was very clear they didn't give a shit with, like, a lot of the fucking plot. So, why bother? I didn't go see Last Jedi in theaters. And I pretty much have only bought, what, Fallen Order? And even that I bought fucking used. So if it's not like a Lego game, or a Lego set, I just don't buy anything, really, anymore from Disney at all. At least with Lego kits, like, here, I can even pull one out, because they're right here next to me. Like, at least with these, it's a tangible thing. If you're curious, this is an actual in-the-box Razor Crest. I bought it like a year or so ago, like a year and a half ago, and I just never built it. So it's just sat in the fucking box for the last who even knows how fucking long. I hate you. Okay, I'll take this one, thank you. I just never fucking did anything with it. I feel a little bad that I never did anything with it, but whatever. That's life, right? Having a well-written plot with well-acted characters will never be beaten as long as, you know, there's anything to do with, like, media and entertainment. Like that's the whole point. People want to see characters be in cool situations, finding ways to do cool things. Like, you will never beat Rule of Cool. I don't know why these motherfuckers don't get this yet. You cannot beat Rule of Cool. It is just literally the one thing that everybody likes in every piece of media. And somehow they still fuck this up. Rule of Cool is just too fucking good, man. People like to watch the characters that they like do, like, weird, crazy shit. Apparently there's a fucking... a thing. How do you get a fucking Felguard? Or what is it called? A Fellhound? I don't have enough. Okay. Bro, can we fucking get out of here, please? I think that's all we needed, right? What's Demonic Essence? Yeah, the Runes of Shinar. Okay. Because you have to come back here, one for, what is it, Zayas the Fool or whatever, and 2 for something else. Okay, let's leave. I think we're good for now. Cenarian Post, Swamp Rat Post, Plump Buzzard Wings. Okay, yeah, I think we're good for now. Let's go do, we have to do Campfire, or Cannons of Rage. I don't know. I feel like this phase of the MCU is just going to be bad in general. I don't think there's going to be anything very good about it, so... And I've heard that from people who actually watch it. Like, they're like, there's not really... It just feels boring. It feels empty. It feels like they're just keeping it going because they know it prints a ton of money, so they're just like, whatever. And at that point, it's just kind of like, alright, well, it is what it is. I mean, it didn't really bother me before, and I really don't care now. Kind of crazy how that happens to so many franchises now. It's like with the Halo show, I felt the same way. It's like, dude, they had infinite potential to make a really good, compelling Halo story. As much as it hurts to say those words, if the year was like 2012, 20 whatever, like they had infinite possibilities to make a really good, compelling Halo game, or Halo story, and instead they have Master Cheeks like fucking a Covenant spy into being a good person, like into being a hero, which just screams like really questionable writing. Because I feel like if this was any other like plot line or anything else, they would have said, oh, it would have been like, oh, of course he fucks her into being a hero. It would have just been weird, right? Like it would have been like some alternate like weird agendaed writing. They would have shit on it. And, you know, the usual stuff would have been written about it. But for some reason, they were just quiet about it because their corporate overlords were the ones that wrote that atrocity. So they're cool with it. I'm sorry, but dicking the evil out of someone is almost like a hentai plotline. Like, whether you like it or not, it just kind of ends up sounding like a hentai plotline. Like, I'm not saying you can't have a hero and a villain fall in love, but, like, literally having sex as the driving motivation behind like undoing years of brainwashing is kind of like really weird. I moved Pestilence by accident. That's my bad. Man, I wish I could play this with a controller, like with really good like button mapping too. Oh, man. Oh, good lord, you're dead. Yeah, we just have to kill a bunch of cannons. And I don't know, it just felt like they wanted to do weird shit with it instead of making a Halo story, so... It was funny, like, Reach City, Reach, when they could have just said New Alexandria is funny. And they kind of knew, because they were like, okay, well, this is non-canon, guys. Don't worry about it. This doesn't actually take place in the real Halo universe. So don't take it too hard. Don't take it that way. Because I think even they knew, like, it was kind of shit. Like there wasn't really much wiggle room to try to redeem it. That's what I mean. Like, they know what they're doing when they name it after the fucking franchises, too. Like, you wouldn't name something Halo, put Master Chief in there, and then pretend like, well, it's something new. It doesn't... Just look at it with new eyes. Like, no, you're pulling people in using their fucking love of something. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They know what they're doing. They know they're pulling off the... Can I fall down this? Yeah. They know they're pulling off the brand recognition card, and they're fine with it. And I'm not, like, shitting on, you know, brand recognition, because that is a very powerful motivator. There's a lot of really bad games that had a name attached to them, like a big gaming franchise, that did really well, and a lot of really good games that didn't really get enough because they didn't advertise it well enough. Actually, I didn't mean to heal him, damn it. Sometimes I forget you can accidentally target AI with that. It's whatever. Oh, man. Like, Sleeping Dogs is a great example of that. It was actually a true crime game. And then what happened is that they dropped the name True Crime to distance it, because True Crime was kind of a mid-game, I'm not gonna lie. Like, most of them... I think New York was okay. I don't know about LA. It was supposed to be True Crime Hong Kong, and then they just made it its own thing, and it ends up being, like, one of the best games that year. And then it's totally forgotten, and then they fumble a sequel because they wanted to have a weird, like, free-to-play online web-based game, and then they just never made a sequel. And now with the way things are politically, I don't particularly see that as happening. Oh, shit. I saved this guy. You drive a hard fucking bargain, dude. I'll save you. What did you say? Ooh, yeah. Yeah, he thanked me. It's fine. It's all good. We all... What do I have to do up here again? I don't even remember. Like, can we remove this? And remove this? And, remove this. Thank you. Isn't there, like, inner spirit or something? Maybe that's a talent. I actually don't know. I could smash that. I didn't do it. I think that's all you need, right? Yeah, there you go. I think Nazgul was the guy that talked with Rexar, right? I forget who... I need to replay that campaign. It's like a really long campaign where you have to play as Rexar and, like, do a bunch of stuff. I can't remember, like, the entire plot of it. I just remember at the end you have to fight Proudmoore and do a bunch of stuff with that. But it, like, in general, I don't really remember all of it. So, I mean, playing it was such a good experience, too. Compared to, like, the missions. It's way cooler. It's way chiller, is what I meant to say. Yeah, now we go kill fucking terror fiends. Great, you mean the guys I was just killing for the fucking blood? Yeah, now they want you to go back and just kill 10 of them. I don't know why, I just was flashing back to when I used to go to Mexico and they had, like, perfume. They had, like, a whole perfume store in Cancun. They had some really nice scents. It was really good. I don't know why I remember that now. It was, like, a whole thing, like, they have a ton of malls because Cancun is obviously like a big tourist attraction, especially for like Americans. So like obviously Americans bring a lot of money. They bring the dollar with them, which is obviously like a big thing. So they make a lot of money selling stuff to Americans, which is fair because they got some good stuff. I remember one time I was there, I bought a whole fucking bunch of donuts and like some bottles of water for like dirt cheap. I think it was like $10, $15. It was incredibly cheap. Incredibly inexpensive, I should say. And that was good because I got to eat like a king. I was having the one hell of a fucking vacation then. That was, I think, 2009. That was like the last time I went before I started high school. You know what? Actually, I think it's not really going to be much better, honestly, once the shit clears up. I actually think it'll be just as annoying to try to level here. I think there's going to be a steady stream of people pouring into Outland for the foreseeable future. I think that's a pretty fair take. Oh shit. There's like a whole bunch of them in the lag right now. Okay, if we're gonna have this many, we might as well Pestilence. Ah, he's leaving. Fuck, whatever. I did all that and he's leaving. Okay, I gotta be careful with how I do that. Yeah, that dot... Oh, you see... Okay, the thing that's kind of unfortunate is that when you heal with the first aid bandage, if you get damaged by, like, damage over time, you just stop. Like, you stop using your first aid. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of health. Because it makes more sense for me to constantly fight, because 2 of them are right here. It's, like, really good. Oh, you're not dead. Okay. Let me actually get my health back. This is okay. Like, it's not very helpful. You want that nice 4,000. Because ideally you don't want to spend all of your time sitting down to eat. Like, you want to just eat for a little bit, get a good amount back, and then keep going to maximize your gains, dude. Okay. Oh boy, I don't think I could solo this dude. I think he's 63. I feel like maybe like Foot of the Citadel you could probably solo if you know how to self heal. I'm not really too good with it. Probably just ignore Obliterate and just go from there. Yeah, I think he just got done wrecking somebody. I think this guy is actually, like, pretty brawlic, so it's a little bit hard to do that. Okay, I'll prioritize that healing. Now, how much HP does he have? 44,000. It's hard, though. Blood Plague, Frost Fever. Each target takes 10 additional. Wait, so do these do the same thing? Whoops, the blood damage. Positional damage. Do we even have Blood Plague? Oh, yeah, we do. I'm not really sure which one you're supposed to prioritize then. I think this causes more damage, yeah. I think Heart Strike is just better. I don't know how much the additional damage gain is. I guess Blood Boil is actually pretty decent on like single target or more than 2 targets. Because Heart Strike only hits 1 and 1. Alright, I don't think we'll be killing this guy. Kind of miss early YouTube. That's why playing this just reminds me a lot of early YouTube. I feel like a lot of games shared a lot of DNA because they had early YouTube with them. Okay, we actually have to go back and then come back again. It's ridiculous. So actually, I mean, while we're here, we're actually not that far off from Falcon Watch. So like, you actually could just like go to Falcon Watch and then come back. Because there's some bones, like, I think, I want to say, like, over here or something. Like, you just go grab fucking vultures from the bones that are, like, somewhere around here. Was it over here? Yeah, it is. Because the Mag'har are up there, and then that's, like, whatever the Alliance flight path is over here. They definitely made sure that the flight paths were pretty, like, appropriately allocated. Yeah, these are Bone Stripper vultures. Okay, so there is a difference. I was unfamiliar with it. Dodge. Thank you. I gotta figure out how to, like, do big pulls. Like... try to fucking be really fucking greedy about this. Obliterate. Yeah, I definitely gotta get one of those, like, special gaming mice for sure. Dude, he's, like, blocked every single thing I did. Oh, my inventory's full? Oh, that's very unfortunate. Anyway, we're only looking for Bone Stripper feathers anyway. Excellent. Dude, what is with the parrying today? I know I say that a lot, but it really gets annoying sometimes. Yeah, maybe it was the plump wings that you have to get from the other one. I didn't do that quest on my paladin for some reason. I guess I probably wrote off before he gave it to me. That's probably why I remember doing that a whole bunch. How did I fill up my inventory? Oh, I have to send all this. Okay, that's fair. Never did that. I've been lazy. I've been bad. I probably won't play this a bunch tonight. I got big stuff coming up tomorrow, so I am a little anxious. I'll figure that out. So maybe we won't get as far as I would have liked, but that's fine. I mean, I guess we'll go to maybe like 11, but definitely by 12 I have to end like pretty much exactly. Oh, God. I would maybe like Blade's Edge Mountains a little more if you, at least back then, could like fly around it. That is definitely an area like traversing it really isn't that fun. Normally I'm all for it because, you know, if you just have flying, you never really explore anything, you know. You just kind of go from A to B and you never really think about what's really down there. So I like, on some level I like being able to explore areas first. Like you actually get to have a plot and progression. But in other ways, I don't really like it because I feel like it encourages you to not really want to spend time doing stuff. You just kind of show up, you do whatever quest, and you just literally take off and fly to the next objective. You never really spend any regard for the terrain or, you know, like the locations or anything like that. Like, you just never really stop to think about any of it. It becomes an afterthought. I didn't get it. Fuck. I mean, he's dead. Yeah, because we're kind of losing money by not picking up some of that stuff. I mean, I guess I could play inventory management. Nice. Okay. Like, I guess I could play some inventory management. It's just I have fucking trash. Oh, you know what? No, destroy this, because I don't think we need the Hellboar meat anymore. There you go. Alright, let's go to Falcon Watch. There's like a whole quest you have to do for the Magcar. Which is cool that you then have to do more stuff for them in Nagran because they're like a big part of the story. It's like there actually are uncorrupted orcs that still exist. And then that leads into Grom's whole plot line. I'm sorry, Garrosh. Good lord. That plot line is one hell of a trip, I'll say that. Oops. There's a reason why I feel like it starts out decent, and like, yeah, they made him a villain, and then they just kind of did the same thing again. Which is why I kind of was like, really? Like, how many times are we going to have to siege Orgrimmar? Like, hello? Like, it just feels weird. I know it only happened twice, but that's what I mean. Like, on the second time, it was really like a really, like, this is really the best you could do. I don't know. I just feel like they really destroyed Sylvanas' character. I don't know why. Sylvanas was a way... What the fuck? That is weird. Sylvanas definitely did not deserve that. That was like almost flat out character assassination. I'll take the plate. Thank you. Yeah, because we have to go back to Spinebreaker Post to do that. I should have done it when I was down there. Dude, I failed that stupid Ghostlands escort quest. I was literally right next to her. I was like, are you for real? I barely went anywhere. And they're like, oh, you failed the quest. It's like, what are you talking about? That shit pissed me off, man. That was like, actually, like, fucked up. Because I spent, like, 10 minutes escorting her, almost. And then the game is just like, oh, you lost her. She died. I'm like, what are you talking about? I can literally still see her. Like, she went, like, maybe 20... It's one of those things in a fucking game. Where it's like, you're not right on top of the person you're trying to escort. They died. Game over. It's like, what are you talking about, man? People don't just die because you're 20 feet behind them. That's stupid. That's the shit I'm talking about with some of the outdated stuff. The thing is I just gotta stop doing fucking Blood Elf quests. The Blood Elf quest line I've done so many times in my life. Like, it'll be nice to just never have to do it again and never have to think about it either. It's not bad. It's just like with anything that you do 20 times, you eventually get a little bit bored of it. Better not snipe my shit after I'm doing all the work killing this shit. Oh, I don't have enough. What the fuck? I meant this. Jesus, no wonder I'm not hitting anything. Oh no, I'm smarter than that. Actually, Heart Strike would be better there. That's unfortunate. Oh, the inventory's full. Yeah. So I think the female is like a really low spawn rate, so you could be here for a while trying to get it. I definitely do think once I'm done with Fire Emblem, I will go back and do Tokyo Mirage. I think that'll be kind of good, because I haven't played that in a long while. I guess we could eat this. We'll make up space. This male. Strength and spirit. Actually, that would be good for hunters, I guess, right? I'll never forget when I replayed Metroid Prime when I was in 9th grade. That was such a great playthrough. Not for the channel. I think I played it earlier that year as well. So for me, it was almost like a let's play this game that I played 1,000 times over again sort of moment. I remember I played it on a black and white TV that was like obviously like some really shitty portable TV that my family had. When I was visiting them, and I was like, you know what, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Like, I could just chill, just play it in my free time, and like, it was weird playing a game, like an actual, like, modern, I guess at the time, more modern game, in full black and white. But I did it. I mean, it's feasible. I mean, a lot of it is because I know the game, so it was kind of okay. My thing is that they don't have any pity on you in this game. You don't get the stuff that you need. What the fuck is that? Agility, stamina. I mean, the best part is that all this shit is actually, like, worth something. Yeah. It's very rare to get the female. There you go. Okay, we absolutely need the orb. Honestly, this is good food. Yeah, fuck it. It's just food. We'll get more of it. It's not like impossible to do. You better not snipe my shit. useless. Now I just feel like I'm playing Pokemon and hatching something I don't need like 10 times in a row. Dude, I had to hatch a whole box of Chikorritas, like a whole like 40 Chikorritas or something. It was some starter Pokemon. I had to hatch like 40 of them to get a female. You know, it's odds like that that make me think like, damn, I must be doing something like really wrong, right? Like, how the fuck? This is the wackiest shit. Oh, I guess he doesn't need it. Okay, I'll take it then. Female, please. No. Let's see, what else do we have? I think there might be more up there. The fuck? Why is it moving so fast? That's like spooky. I shouldn't have done that. I should have put it on this thing. Female. Thank you. Man, that takes so long sometimes. Alright, we actually need one more scroll. So let's see if we could get that. I guess we won't do the escort mission. It's work. We have to run through here again. Maybe what I'll do is I'll swing back and see if she's around. Like, otherwise, we don't have to do, like, every single mission. That one takes a long time anyway. It does lead to a second mission, though. So I guess maybe it is worth just, like, kind of camping in here and just waiting for her to respawn. It's not a particularly hard quest either. Especially as, like, an actual, like, tank class. So maybe that's what I'll do. Is we could just, I'll help. I need this guy anyway. You can't smash this? Yeah, you can. Yeah, that move is really melee for some reason. It's weird. Okay. Oh, you can't climb this? Yeah, no, it's the other side. Oh, I was confused. Yeah, there's like more leading up this path. You can do that if you really want to. And like if they live just slightly longer than that, that's when you use obliterate. Alright, I'll let him have it. Oh man, where did the year go? You know, it just yesterday it felt like I was playing Horizon, like non-stop, like every recording session. And now here we are, somehow it's already that time of year again. It's like basically going right into the holiday season, and then before you know it, it'll just be over. Like for real. Like actually. Before you know it, we'll be right back in January. Somehow we wrapped around another fantastic year. Like, I don't know how we did it. It just feels like we're just speed running time now. The universe just wants me to get old and die. And I guess I'm happy to oblige. It's not like I could do anything. Like, really, it just feels like I was playing Horizon earlier this year. Like, not even... Like, if I close my eyes and pretend, I could still see, like, when I pulled my back and just all that other shit. Like, just actually being completely laid out for, like, a day or two. Can't do anything. Okay, I believe that. hard to believe that that was actually this year, like 7 months ago. And I had back pain long after I was able to start walking again. That's how bad it was. It incapacitated me to the point that I couldn't actually... Should we just camp this thing? Yeah, fuck it. It incapacitated me to the point that I couldn't walk. So it was kind of... It was an experience. Oh, wow. Here we go. They're still out here. Soul Stealer and Soul Nabber. So I mean, those fucking quests take forever. Okay, so you saw that guy in the Hawk Strider out there? I don't think... Oh, I should have talked to him. Damn, I fucked up. Because what he does is he comes over here and then he disappears. I should have talked to him. It's too late now. So we'll have to find him later when he's randomly like roaming around. That was a mistake. Unless he's like right here. Yeah, he's gone. He despawns, basically, which... Oh, no, here he is. Basically, what happens is that when you talk to him, you get flagged for PvP. I'm not sure why that happens. But, like, basically, you get flagged for PvP. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just chill out. Like, I don't know why. I guess they mark him as, like, neutral or some shit. It's really weird. I don't know why they do that. So you can get fucking ganked for some reason. Doing a normal quest. Easiest quest of my life. I guess we might as well fly back to Thrallmar and turn in that other quest while we're at it. It's definitely the weirdest quest. Birds of a feather. Okay, can we sell some stuff? Oh man, at least runes of teleportation aren't that bad. I mean, they removed most of this later on. Like, you could just teleport now without needing anything extra, which is nice. Binds when equipped. 43 agility? Who the fuck is gonna use that? Box of stale candy. Yeah, it's not worth anything. See, look at all that nice, juicy money. All that good cash. I think that's it, right? We put this on the hotbar. Let me go mail everything in that... This dude is glitched. I guess he's AFK or some shit. Alright, is this enough to level? Thank you. Black ice again. Okay, let's send this to fucking Generico. Just dump everything. We could send it. Oh, that's it. We're full. Do that again. Sell everything. Netherweave, I guess we'll keep, right? Because we can learn how to do Netherweave bandages. I guess I should actually go do that. And instead of just talking about it. There you go. Cleaned out my whole inventory. So in order to complete the quest, you have to go to Zangarmarsh and like buy some Cenarian spirits because she likes to drink. So we'll do that later. We actually can't complete it yet. We're a ways off. Okay. Back to Thrallmar. Oh, PvP fell off. Very nice. Do we have to go do the fucking other one? I guess so. Who needed Burden of Souls? Oh, the Apothecary. Okay. Yeah, because after this, I think we have to do the Scrying quest. I think we have to go put it at the foot of the Citadel. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go back in there. Technically, if you do all the quests and then walk the escort out, you actually don't ever have to go back in there, which would be really good. Just because you get to save time, you know, you don't have to waste time or whatever. You just go in, do what you need to do, get out, call it a day. Alright, I might stop at 11:30 just so that way I can have time to do the stuff I need to do. Man, not fun. Not fun. Because, like I said, I'd rather ruin a Warcraft stream than ruin a Fire Emblem stream at this point. Because Fire Emblem has just been getting the shaft. Fallout has been getting the shaft even harder. Which is really depressing, honestly. Okay. Strange weapon. Where's the seer, actually? I have no idea. There we go, right over here. Kind of mounted up for no reason, but whatever. Actually, no, you could still talk in this game while mounted. It's 14 where you can't do that. They forcibly dismount you to look someone in the eyes lovingly and tell them how much you really care about the quest they're about to give you. Because you absolutely, really care. Alright, I could probably solo this. Maybe. I have potions, I guess. The thing is that potions got nerfed. The cooldown for potions only starts when you actually leave combat. Now. Yeah, I guess we should go do Plump Buzzard Wings, right? Just to get it done and out the way. Okay. Looking for one more DPS, no Dark Knights. I'm sorry, Death Knights. Death Knights. I mean, right now you probably have a massive influx of them anyway. That's the thing with the first few weeks of introducing a new class into a game is like everybody's playing it, so that role becomes oversaturated. I don't know about WoW with healers, like if they introduce a new healer class. Like maybe Mistweaver was really played, I don't know. Right, because I'm pretty sure that was the first healer that they introduced. WoW has only introduced like 3 or 4 classes since it came out. Like 14 does that thing where they introduce a ton of classes every expansion. Well, it's not a ton, it's 2. Except for Heaven's Word where they introduced 3. Like I know why they do it, and I respect it. I just think that at some point, they're eventually going to hit the fucking ceiling. They just won't be able to introduce... Oh my god. Dude, they infected, like, everybody here. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, the Plague event is a little bit obnoxious, I'm not going to lie. If I'm being completely honest with you. Because basically what happens is you get a debuff, and Argent healers are the only people who can cleanse it off you, to my knowledge. And if you don't walk by one, then you die and you turn into a zombie, and then you start hitting people until you die, and then you can just resume playing. Like, I get that it's supposed to be a for-fun thing, but, like, it's one of those things, like, if you just want to level and play the game, like, they're basically, like, preventing you from just continuing on and playing or doing whatever. That's why it's not, like, a very fun quest. Same way that this is not a very fun quest. Like, I know it's, like, one of those cool things. I'll never knock, like, events. Because I remember one year, I think it might have been fall of 2008, I was, like, really into, like, the Hallows End festival stuff. So I tried to do, like, a whole bunch of it. And ultimately, I didn't really accomplish a ton, but it was fun just, like, going around after school trying to do as much of it as I could. That I will not forget, because that was fun. This is why anything to do with these vultures is not great. Because one, people kill the shit out of them, and two, I mean, they, like, you have fast respawns, right? But, like, you see what I mean? Like, I'm lazy. I don't want to fucking mount every 5 seconds. Shit is boring to me. What? Oh boy. Fucking troll Death Knight. I think isn't retail like introducing like cross faction dungeon raiding? I think they are. I think I saw that. I don't think that was fake. I think they're actually like introducing the ability for Alliance and Horde to like raid together or shit. I don't know. It's fucking weird. I don't know if that's just because, like, they just kind of don't really care anymore about the whole, like, division aspect of this game, or what is it, but I'll say something. It is weird. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, this game inherently divides its player base in half. 14 does not do that. So, like, everybody is on the same side in 14 because the PvP aspect of the game is really contained. Whereas in this game, like, yeah, there's open world PvP. I just find that out of all my experiences playing this game, it's mostly just used for trolling. Like, just to ruin someone's day or ability to turn in quests. So, like, you could just kill quest givers over and over and over again. Like, you could just camp their bodies. And unless someone comes to actually, like, fend you off, like, if you're max level, you start killing, like, mid-level fucking quest givers, like, well, it's just tough shit. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't kill them. They're way higher level than you, and they could just do it just to troll, just for the sake of trolling. And that's what I mean. This game was made for trolling. This game was made to, like, ruin someone else's experience in the PvP aspect, let alone on a PvP server, where some dude can just come up to you after you've spent, like, all of your HP and all of your tools, like, trying to kill something, and just completely murder you for free. And just, even if it was a fair match, you just have no chance. That's why Paladins were so good, because you could bubble, and then you could just hearth out. If you actually got in trouble, you could just bubble and leave. And just wait an hour. Don't even give them the honor of killing you, basically. The fucking hunters were so annoying. I remember doing Warsong Gulch. I didn't really like Arathi Basin that much, so I never really did it. But I did a lot of Warsong Gulch, and I did a lot of Alterac Valley. Like, all of my Alterac Valley was almost done on the same day. Like, I was one of my, like, original, like, super long-form gaming sessions. If that was done today, it would just be, like, one of those, like, 12-hour streams I'll do. Fortunately, that's a... Well, shit, it happened a long... That's how I have that Frostwolf Howler. Because I spent all day grinding the fucking marks to get it. And we won, like, a bunch of games in a row. I think it was, like, 17 games in a row. We just flat out ran up the mountain and killed the little dwarf guy and called it a day. So it was a good time. We had a blast. And then on the last game, we got stuffed. So I was just like, yeah, we're done. I got my stuff. I'm never doing it again. And I really never did it again. I probably shouldn't have done that. I wonder if there's other diseases that you get. So, I mean, classes with dots are just kind of cool. I like that you're, like, putting dots on, and, like, the dots go to work and give you bonus effects. But, hilariously enough, I don't like Bard. I just don't. Look at this bullshit, dude. We have 5 of 12, and they refuse to give us any. That's what I mean. That's why I hate quests like this, because you never really get, like... They just have really fucking low drop rates, and there's no pity in this game. You're gonna just be at it until you get it. It's like with fucking Pokemon. Alright. I mean, I guess we'll maybe do a couple more things. And then we can call it early. Wow. That was like 5 monsters later. That's disgusting. That was a nice crit. Dude, the crits on Death Knight are so good. This class is just stupidly strong, man. What's Frost Presence do? Increases stamina by 8, armor contribution from cloth by 16, reducing threat damage taken. Yeah, this is self-healing. I just think that the self-healing is better. Definitely for PvP, because you're already tanky because you're already wearing plate. Like, plate already makes you, like, really strong. That's why every dungeon enemy will actually just flat out be elite. I keep pushing 3. It's because I just moved it. But yeah, back in 2009 when I was playing a whole bunch of stuff, like, because I hit 70, I think I was just doing, like, I think I was actually just trolling people at points. Like, actually. The sad thing is that Feigned Death doesn't really work on humans. Like, people know to double tap. Because what happens is that it removes you as a target. I don't think it kills your pet, though. So what people will do is they'll just keep attacking you. And it doesn't really work on humans. Because, you know, once a human's aware of that, I mean, once you know how the game works, like, you can't really be fooled by it. You just know that, like, I'm pulling a fast one on you. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. But man, Feigned Death can be really good. That's what I mean. Like, I miss having a high-level hunter. That's why the next class I gotta level up is going to be my hunter. Because you level up very quickly with a hunter. Strike. There you go. Alright, one more, and then we can, I don't know. I guess I'll take this one. Be nice, game. Can we just drop it? Thank you. My pet is dead. I don't have a pet. What? The cleansing must be stopped. Okay, we have to actually go. Oh, man, okay, we'll fly back. Okay, let's fly back to Thrallmar, I guess. I don't want a hearth because we're going to use our hearth in a minute. And we'll fly back to Thrallmar, and then what we'll do is we'll go do that one. And then we could just drop down and do Foot of the Citadel. Or, I'm sorry, it's the Demoniac Scryer. Foot of the Citadel is the one where you have to fight the Grunt Commander. It's like I think it is actually a group quest, but he's elite. The thing is that you can get flanked by, like, all of his buddies, and that's where, like, a lot of the trouble starts, because, like, they do a lot of damage stacks, and we unfortunately do not have lay on hands to just do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with. Because I think Lay on Hands now has like a 20-minute cooldown versus like Burning Crusade's hour cooldown. It's ridiculous. Like Burning Crusade legit had cooldowns that would be like half an hour long. Like you get to push that button 48 times a day. Like really, like you never get to do it. You never get to use it. So it's kind of like, what's the point? I don't know. You just have moves that you never get to use, and if you die, that's it. You can't use them anytime in the near future. Like, you know what I mean? It's like why when Final Fantasy, back a long time ago, before 3.4, if you wiped in Final Fantasy, your cooldowns didn't reset. So because your cooldowns didn't reset, like let's say you died right after using like a mitigation move and the group wiped, well, congratulations. You just have to wait however long to get your shit back before you can pull. Because if you need that cooldown within whatever time period, you're fucked. So in 3.4, they were finally like, you know what? Let's not do that. Instead, let's fly up to Thromar. They were like, you know what? Let's not do that because that's absolutely annoying, and let's just make it so you can all your shit resets on death, including pots, everything. It all resets on death. Like, on wipe, I should say, not on death. If you die and you get rezzed and you keep fighting, it does not reset. Which is fair, right? Because then you could just cheese it. We actually beat P5S this week, so I'm actually kind of happy about that. I'd like to do P6S, but I don't know. I gotta see how much free time I want to devote to that. If I'm like really efficient on Saturday, maybe, but like, yeah, I have to see. Actually, maybe we could call it here. I don't know. You think so? We got one level. It's not like great. Yeah, probably, because I have to sort through some shit. It kind of sucks. But I'd rather it be a WoW stream than a Final Fantasy stream. Could you imagine a Final Fantasy stream being shorter than like an hour? Actually, that has happened, but it's rare. It's really rare that I do that. All right, so we'll call it here because I actually have some stuff to do for tomorrow, and I kind of want to get like a decent amount of time before I have to go to sleep. So yeah, big ups. Thank you for stopping by, Ash. Appreciate it. Epicurus, Soren, you guys all know. I will see you all